Hello, so this is the tutorial about the kitchen tracker. Before we start, please check the link below to go to my Etsy store and check my other templates that you might find it useful, or get this one for yourself, the light mode and dark mode available link below. You make the purchase, you'll get the pre-filled version and the clean slate version. So this is the README tab right here. As you can see, this is the user manual page. You can scroll down and follow these yourself. But in this video, I'm going to guide you one by one through the process. Now I will show you fill this tracker, starting from left to right. Let's begin with Ingredients List tab. As you can see, there are tabs for each categories. If you scroll to the left, you can hold Shift and use your scroll wheel on your mouse, or simply slide the side scroll on the bottom screen to scout the page. Now, first of all, let's get back to the beginning on the left. Let's set the currency first. It will appear throughout the sheets. It's useful to set the price of the ingredients and recipes to the shopping list later on. Now you can fill each of these categories columns, their units, and their estimated price per unit. Type down the one in the ingredients list, choose from the drop-down for the units, and type down the price. Now, if you want to edit the drop-down of the unit scale, you can scroll on the far right to add or edit them on their column. Now, as you can see, there are categories IANTs. I want you to pay attention to this one column right here. That is the others column. As you can see in the example, there are items that has nothing to do with kitchen ingredients. That's because this is the place for you to include anything you want to add later to be included on the shopping list. For now, we can leave it here. This detail will be explained in full when we talk about the shopping list function. Now let's move on to the next tab, the Inventory tab. You can drop down for you to choose the better suited name of the directory. Now you can see the categories from top to bottom. There are 2 columns for each. Each category are the same. You can fill it basically anywhere or organize as you please. To input, simply choose from the drop-down. It is taken from the ingredient list you have inputted previously, and input the quantity. The unit column will automatically show itself, so don't bother that. Now you can choose the expiry date by double-clicking it to show the calendar function. As you can see from the example, there are ones that are marked, meaning that they are expired. So you need to check on that or throw it away. Now, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see the charts of each category. This will be useful to see the content of your inventory. Say you want protein or carbs to fill the most, then you can see their proportions here. Next, we get into the menu tab. You can type in the name of the menu title for breakfast or lunch, etc., and the total will be avid for now. It will adjust itself once we enter the ingredients detail. Now onto the next is the Recipe tab. Choose from the drop-down for the menu titles you have entered before. Choose the ingredients. Now you can rice column will sort itself out. Input the note and link if necessary. Next to the Meal Planner tab, there are sets of 5 cards, as you can see. You can change the title for these cards. For example, if you want to name it by the type of me, type it away. Now we can choose from the drop-down for the meals you have entered. When you're done, you can scroll down and you can see it automatically adds the ingredients and the price to make the meals. Now pay attention, there are some items that are highlighted. Those items are available on your fridge. So either you can check its availability or you can buy more of them and add them to the shopping list by simply click on the Add Checklist. It will register the ingredients to the shopping list. Also, you can see the total on the right. These are the total of the checked items only. You can see the unchecked total in faint print under it. It's showing how much the entire listed price total if you want to choose all of them. Now finally, we get into the shopping list tab. You can see the estimated total cost, the date, the title, and the items. You can adjust the date by double-clicking them to choose from the D, change the title to adjust it to be more accurate. Now this list of items are showing from the previous tab, and the list on the yellow part on the right. This yellow part is for any ingredients or items that you want to include. That's not necessarily on the meal ingredients list, so you can input to the shopping list. You can choose from the drop-down or type and choose. Everything on this list will automatically register to the shopping list on the left. You can just delete them to remove. On top of this yellow region, also you can see the total cost of the listed items. Say you want to add more items and they are not available on the drop-down, you can click this part. It will direct you to input them in the ingredient list tab. Now back to the left side of the shopping list, you can sort them by their categories using the filter function. Say that you want to buy the proteins first or fruit first on the aisle, you can make it easy Thames this way. And let's say you have bought some items from one store and will buy some other on the next store. You can see ones you had bought, and once you haven't, you check box by simply clicking on the check boxes, it will scratch out the ones that you have bought. Also notice this, when you click the checkbox, the total cost on top adjusts, so it only counts the ones you haven't bought, so you can estimate more accurately. That was pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please check my other product on my Etsy page. These templates I made myself and I also use it, so I'm glad to share it with you. Please like and subscribe to keep editing you. Thank you so much. See you on my other tutorial video.